in. So I am very much happy to get this opportunity to participate in this program. About myself, Venerable Ananda Mahathera, he mentioned during my ordination, my retirement from the university. So first of all, I have to thank Venerable Ananda Mahathera, the General Secretary of Mahabodhi Society, Bengaluru, for his kind hospitality extended toward us, myself and Anuruddha. And also there is another, our Dharma Acharya, Chandima Jayatilakaji. We were all well treated here, not as guests, but as their own monks. When we come to a temple, actually, after 1 or 2 days, they are not treated as guest monks. The monks in that same temple. They have to do their duties as they are doing. So unfortunately, I could not do anything here, just taking some food and doing our own work. So anyway, I appreciate it very much, the services, social service run by this Mahabodhi Society, Bengaluru. So making this as short as possible, I'm going to speak some Dhamma, about some Dhamma facts before going to the exact Dhamma, that Sutta. I do like to remind three things. I think you may have heard about these things, but you have to mention it again. That is normal. That is a normal habit. When monks give Dhamma talk, they first they speak about these three things. That is Sunatha, Dharet, and Charat. Then that means how we should listen to this Dhamma Desana or Dhamma talk. First, Sunatha means you have to listen well. Dhareta means you have to keep it in mind very well, firmly. And Charat means you have to act accordingly. Here, the Dhareta means not only keep it in your mind, but you have to reflect on it again and again. What that monk spoke, what that venerable said to us or preached to us, so that reflection helps us very much. So after that, having good understanding of the Dhamma, then we try to practice it. So that is the first one. The other thing is, we all have our duties to each other. So in the Sugyalovada Sutta, we all know that those sets of duties that we have to do to each other, parents to children, then children to parents, teachers to students, students to teachers, wife to husband, husband to wife, employer to employee, employee to employer, and monks to devotees, dayakas and dayakas to monks. I'm not going to explain all those things, but just two things which comes under monks' duties. There are actually for monks we have 6 items. For others they have only 5. So in our case, as monks we have to do 6 things. Among them, 2 things are very important. Only 2 actually, all are very important. But I do like to tell you, remind you about 2 things. One is uh, we have to do towards you Asutan Savit. I have to teach you, I have to preach you what you have not heard yet. Tell you, there are, I think, so many Dhamma Desanas now here. So I don't think that this thing is you have not heard, that thing is you may not heard, you may not have heard, but I think you may have heard so many, but you may forget it. So, but even then, sometimes some people may be here. These, what I am saying, these things is listening for the first time. So in that case, monks should teach what our dayakas have not yet heard. Asutan savit, sutang pariyodapi. We have to make it very, very clear what you have already heard. So that is our duty. Actually, this second one, that is what I am doing today. So what you have heard before or earlier, I may remind it same thing because our memory is very short. After sometimes 1 hour, we forget everything. So after 2, 3 days, sometimes we forget everything. Therefore, to remind these things again and again, it will help us very much. So therefore, I do like to remind about one well-known sutta, the Majjhima Nikaya. As I told you, you may have heard about it. The name of the sutta is Ratthapala. Ratthapala Sutta is quite well known among Buddhists as well as among the bhikkhus. They very often preach it to their devotees. But even then, we have to hear, we have to listen, and also we have to preach it again and again. So Ratthapala is a young person, very young and newly married. He had very beautiful wife. So one day, that anyway, that village is named as Tullakottita Nigama in somewhere in North India. So Buddha once visited that village, that Nigama, Dhamma. So this young man came to listen to Buddha, and after listening, so from a wealthy family, Sethi, from that village, the most richest family, and he is the only son of that family. So he listened to the Buddha's preaching, and he came to know actually complete truth. What the Buddha is preaching is very, very valuable, very important. I want to follow this path, and I want to become, I want to receive the result what he. So after the went to the and he asked the Buddha, he asked for he asked Buddha for ordination. I want to become a student. I want to become a follower of your Dhamma. Then in Buddhist tradition, even this time, that we can become a monk after getting permission from our parents. If our parents are not alive, then we have to get our elders, somebody, maybe some of our brothers, somebody else, from somebody else, permission is necessary. So uh, asked him, you get permission from your parents first, then you come. Then he went to house and asked for coordination. But their parents were very, very, they told him, no, 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 can't give you that permission. You are our very dear one and also only son. You inherit all those things after our death. And you are our is life. And we have to take this, our lineage, our parampara, so we can't permit become a monk. But he said, no, no, I want to become a monk. So, somehow what? I don't want these things. But he stopped eating, fasting. And after 2, 3 days, their parents, they saw his son is just lying down on the floor. And what they did, they just went to his friends. Friends are normally always helpful. They are colleagues. So they asked, friend, please help us now. Your friend is going to leave this house and become a monk. Please persuade him to be in a house, a household life, to lead a household life and do whatever good thing and in any money he likes. So his eh, friends also tried very much to convince him that being a layman also you can do the good things. So please don't go because you are the only son and you are newly married. He did not listen to them all. What to do? And finally, these friends, they told parents to please allow him. Don't allow him, he will die here. So if he died, nobody can help, and we will lose him. Also, you will lose. So therefore, if you allow him, at least you can see him later on. So even reluctance, parents had to give that permission, coordination. Oh, very quickly went to the and got coordination and Avati, Savatnuva. Then he practiced. In a short time, he became an Arahant. So after that, he thought, now I want to see my parents. Even in a monk's mention in that sutta, the commentary of that sutta, that monks should go and see their parents from time to time. Even though they renounce the life of household, monks go to their own house to see their parents. And even if they are very poor, they can't find out ways to live. Monks, they have to provide them. Parents are very much respected and well treated. I mean, anyway, uh, Ratthapala is an Aran. He went to his house, but the father and mother, they could recognize him. He was having a bowl early in the morning. He was at his front of his house, begging for food. So such people, they never expected his own son come in front of their house as a beggar for food, and they just neglected. That means they never took it so serious. But anyway, one servant of that house, he went outside to throw away some stale food, not editable. And what that bhikkhu, uh, Ratthapala, he said, "Sister, you please put this bowl." That servant very quickly understood, the voice of Ratthapala, our, our master's son. Yes, quick, quickly went and told, "Your son has come." But by that time, he has got that food and went away. But nearby park, and somewhere place, finish his breakfast. So anyway, while he was there, after that he went to a park nearby, belongs to King Koravya. So King Koravya also heard from his that servants there who work that Pattapala, son, that son of that rich family, has come to your park and he is there. So King Koravya, he went to meet him and asked four questions. Just why you became monk, and also the king, he told him there are four things why normally his household people renounce that life. First thing is because of their age, become old. Many people become monk or renounce that word. The other thing, next one is when they lose their wealth, all wealth, sometimes they want to become monk or renounce the. And the other one is when somebody loses all relatives, friends and all, they want to renounce them. Last thing, when they have incurable disease, sometimes some people want. But in your case, Venerable Ratthapala, he just addressed him. He was a king. You are very young. Also, you are very healthy and you have good wealth. Also, you have lost nothing. So why you renounce it? What Ratthapala said was very, very important. So, in brief, Ratthapala explained why renounce the world. Said there are four factors, Dhammuddesa, Dhamma Uddesa, was preached by the Buddha. Dhanata, Passata, Tathagatena, Sattaro, Dhammuddesa, Niddhita, Uddita. There are four Dhamma factors. Yes, Tathagata, the preached, just seeing those things and also knowing. So after listening to those four factors, I also came to know. I see them and also I knew. So I wanted to live household. So preached to the king what are those four factors. The first thing is Paniyati Loko Adhu. Short words part. Paniyati Loko Adhu or Loko Paniyati Adhu. This world has been human being, hum, animate or inanimate, all things. Case of that. Paniyati Loko Adhu. It is taken towards somewhere. Now, as soon as we are born, we are taken little by little, aging. After one day, we become one day old person. And after 1 year old. So, in that way, we are taken to this our maturity and finally to death. So, Paniyati Loko Adduo is not fixed, it is not changing, not stable one. So, in our case, we are always changing. Now you are completely changed from your birth. Came to this world as tiny babies, and now you are very grown up people. So after sometimes you have to finish it. So that is Buddha knew this and he preached. Venerable Ratthapala, he also so that also he understood. So here, 20 years. The next one is Attano Loko Anabhis. Attana. There is no protection for us. Tana means prana, protection. Attano, Tana. Attano, Loko. World has no protection. We don't have protection. And Anabhisaro, we are not masters. We are not masters to anybody. That means we cannot have our power over ourselves or others even. So we can't have power on us. Nobody can stop aging. Nobody can stop becoming ill or sick. So therefore, we are just what have. That means out of beyond control. So therefore, we are unprotected. Attano loko anabhisa. And the third one is assako loko sabbam pahaya gamaniya. Asaka means we don't have anything which we can call this is mine, this is ours. And though we always say this is mine, this is ours, in our case also we say this is my temple, this is our student, but actually that way. Asako, Oko, Sabbam Pahaya Gamaniyam, we have to leave all those things and we have to go. So these are Dhamma, that's the nature. Last one is Uno Loko Atit Tanhadas. World is always something lacking. Food is lacking. Guilt. You are always lacking something. To get something, today you want some more. You have car, somewhat a car, normal car, then sometimes after 1 month you I want another big car. That way, you are always expecting something. And Atita is not satisfied, are not satisfied. Uno lok atit anha daso. They are slaves to our desires. So those are the four factors that has preached to him, and also Ratthapala has seen and understood. Because of those four factors, announced the world and became an Arahant, and he attained the final of Nibbana. So this really, I spoke it, I presented it very short. On Sutta, read the commentary, very, very interesting, very beautiful answers what Ratthapala preached, preached to his father about wealth and everything, about his life. So now it is nearly 11 o'clock, I think, over. I ask you, please reflect on this. If when we reflect, like whatever we are going to do bad and stop that. To think that we are going, yeah, we have to leave everything behind us. Sometimes make control ourselves. Arahata is that after listening these Dhamma facts, try to cultivate them for day-to-day life. I think I have to come to conclusion. I wish you all happiness and also health, peace of mind, and finally, what we all Buddhists expect, the final of Nibbana. I again thank our Venerable Mahathera Anand, General Secretary, Mahabodhi Society of Bengaluru.
Yes. um, Let me tell you about our Badabanteji, most venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita, whose photo is there, and most of you know him and about him. Um, this coming week we have Dhammapada Utsav, Dhammapada festival, which marks his birth anniversary. Badabanteji came here in 1956. So that was the beginning of uh, one of the modern Buddhist uh, revival activities in South India. Badabanteji chose South India because, first of all, uh, people did not know anything here about Buddhism. And secondly, one of the reasons he liked was people are more sober and more uh, calmer. He traveled from North India to South India everywhere. So he felt South Indian people are a little bit more uh, calmer. And because of historical reasons also, North India was exposed to lot of attacks after attacks after attacks. So people have to become strong. Wherever there are human-made disasters or attacks, or wherever there are natural disasters that take place, people become very um, strong, and that resistance builds up. Wherever there are problems and challenges, that resistance and uh, they have to survive, then it becomes the survival issue. So they become stronger and stronger. If you see South India, or South India was not many, very rarest of rare natural disasters. Here, whether you call it floods or earthquakes or anything like that, it is not like in other places. So natural disasters are not there, and even the attacks from the foreign countries was not so much. For long, 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 long centuries, this place has been peaceful, so they know how to be peaceful. They don't know that how to aggressive situations. Anyway, South India, Vadamantaji chose for his Dhamma mission as his Dhamma Karma Bhumi, and he started in 1956 this beautiful center. In 1956, it was not like this, but he built it brick by brick, brick by brick. Not just the vihara, but the important thing is the people. Today, even we get to hear some little bit older, elderly people if they come, and totally they are unconnected. And if we meet and they say, "Oh, in 1970s or 60s, I used to attend this Dhamma discourse of Badabanteji. I heard this, I got this, I know his, I learned metta meditation." Like that, so many people, because in those days, Bengaluru was not like this, such huge city. It was very peaceful, pensioners' paradise. It was called pensioners' paradise. Now it has become young people's paradise. So people had during those time, people also had to go in search of uh, teachings and other things, not like nowadays with all this uh, social media. You get lot of things which you personally don't need to go. Even a simple mic दो है और एक telephone was not available. Yes. So people used to come and get benefit from here. One of the first activities Badabante started was this Dhammadana, the Sunday discourse. Almost in his earliest days in 1956 or maybe 57. From then onwards, this is one of the unbroken activities going on. To start something is easy, but to continue is not that easy. We don't know what kind of power Bhadavanteji has infused in all of us with monks and with lay people or anybody. This program is going on. So that is the real strength of Mahabodhi. That is Dhammadana. Without missing even one Sunday for such long time. And then, of course, the monastery monks, many monks came here. uh, but the fully organized uh, monastic institute was started in 2001, 24 years back. Earlier, there used to be like 10, 20, 15, 5. So the number used to go up and down. But normally, on average, say about 10 to 15 monks used to be there. So that also we get to hear. Some people now they are not monks, but they say, "Oh, I was monk for some time under Badabanteji in this decade, in that decade, like that." So it was a very, very unique way of situation and working. for Bada Banteji, and we are very, very fortunate. So next week we have this program, 103rd birth anniversary of Bada Banteji, and it is Dhammapada Utsava, Dhammapada. Bada Bante is told his birthday is because of his birthday is real birthday is the birth in Dhamma. How did he come to Buddha Dhamma? Because of the Dhammapada. And that is one of the earliest or the first book he translated also. He was in Sri Lanka. At that time only he translated Dhammapada into English. So he told to make a good prachara of Dhammapada. The Dhammapada is a book which contains 423 gathas, verses. And these verses are so practical for daily life, for developing our mind, and for every situation. So Bhante says, why don't you popularize this Dhammapada? Chant it, print it, give and spread and discuss and make a seminar or whatever. So like that, popularize the Dhammapada. Even one gatha is enough to transform the life. So that is why this is Dhammapada festival in Mahabodhi, Bengaluru and Mahabodhi branches. We celebrate as mark of our gratitude and respect to Bada Banteji. So next week we have programs from 12 to 16. 12th we have a Samanera ordination. 13th we have Dhammapada chanting here, whole day. Dhammapada chanting and meditation. 14th is full moon day. We have Upasampada in our meditation center, Bhikkhu ordination. 15th, some hospital dana services. This was another activity Badabante started. In those days, the situation of hospital and poverty was so severe. So he went and gave this fruits and sometimes medicines. But more than that, it was an occasion to see the reality of life, see sick people, and to really deeply wish, give metta and pray for them. And uh, it was meditation. So that uh, we are still continuing every month, at least one time on full moon day and another one or two times. We go to some hospitals or orphanages or homeless people's home. So we do dana service. So this time we have in our Mahabodhi hospital in Siddhapura, Mahabodhi Burn Center in Victoria Hospital, and Burn Center, yes. Bada Banteji started this Burn Center. This Burn Center was built uh, because he saw the suffering of Burns patient when he was on one of his dana services round. He saw that one lady was burnt fully and she was crying and crying and crying, and then within short time she died. So that image was so strong for Pradabanteji. Then and there he determined that he is going to build a burns hospital for that. He asked the director of Victoria Hospital, why are you not giving treatment? And then he said, they have done their best, but they don't have any special facilities for burns. So that is why Padavante determined and built this beautiful hospital, Mahabodhi Burn Center. Now it is uh, part of Victoria Hospital, managed by the government of Karnataka, and it has developed quite well over the years. So it is one of the biggest or the biggest burns dedicated hospital in India. The doctor there few years back, he told, I asked him, oh, doctor, this must be one of the important burns hospitals in India. And he said, oh, Swamiji, this is the biggest burns hospital of India, he said, fully dedicated to burns only. So you can see, and thousands, lakhs and lakhs of patients over the years from 1969, it is working, half century now. So these are uh, some very inspiring things that Bhadabanteji has started, giving the medicine of Dhamma, giving the medicine for body also. And so we are very fortunate. So next Sunday, 16th, is the main program here. So we request you to please join with family and friends. Those who wish may please. Uh, last time already he was reminding there was no time. I said, oh, next time, next time. This time, so this kind of pots, huh? We need some of them. Other things. So our Sarnarakita Bante is uh, in charge of this temple. huh? ठीक है जी. So you can offer pots. You see, look here, so beautiful flowers. He and his team, they make. Aren't they beautiful? Huh? So beautiful. So you see how beautifully he has put flowers to the holy Buddha Dhatu, that two cascades. And oh, किसका है? Oh, okay. Anuruddha Bhante will offer on behalf of um, Bhanteji is offering. कितना है? Okay. Okay. Dhanasala. Today, Bhanteji is offering dana for all the monks. We are very, very rejoicing in Bhante's dana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Um, uh, so we have the blessings for the donors for today's donors, and Mr. Sukra Chakma and Ranju Chakma offer dana on the occasion of their fourth wedding anniversary, and Sudha Chitralekha and her mother Putta Devama dedicated to its father Chikanna, and our Upasaka Asok ji. Today is his birthday, and we will bless you. Bless you. Please come here, Upasaka. And Jahir Malik Jahiruddin and Vijeta Amma Malik, they got best designed hospitality project and award. Yeah, congratulations to both of you, Malik Jahiruddin and Vijeta Malik. We rejoice with your success, and also our Venerable Anagarika Jinaloka dedicating a puja and blessings to Father Pulchandra. He is not well. Ashokji, please come here. Okay. You come here and Bante will do this one. So let us start. Sabbetiyo vivajjanto sabbarogo vinassato mate bhavatu antarayo sukhi digayuko bhava bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.